So guys, this is a show that we're going to try to start at Paylos. We're going to give it a couple cracks and we'll see how we go. It's called Campfire Stories. So in Campfire Stories, we're going to do three main things. In the midst of all kind of randomness, we're going to do three main things. We're going to tell you a story that you don't care about, advice that you never asked for, and a joke that you don't find funny. That's what we're going to do. And there's a good chance that along the way, we're going to get distracted and talk about something completely different, and we're going to miss the script.
I don't know if I've told you this story, but odds are I probably have, but I hope it doesn't take away from it.
Yeah.
Okay? So essentially, in Greek tradition, there's this thing where they throw in the cross into the water, and all these Greek gods, they jump into the water, right? Greek, just people. But when I went, right?
Hold on, what do you mean? Greek people or Greek gods?
No, Greek people, but they look like gods because they're all ripped. So so basically at the pier every year they do a Greek thing when they throw in a cross into the water.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's essentially it. Then everyone has to jump in the water.
So when you say Greek gods, that's what I'm thinking, like,
Yeah.
like Zeus.
No,
and...
no.
Okay, cool.
I confused
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But
cool.
essentially, when I was going, right, when I was a lot younger,
Yeah.
right,
Were you like, there's like Achilles and no?
bro, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, okay.
No, because I was looking at the lineup because they lined up on the pier and there's
Yeah.
no gap. They're all
Yeah.
like side by side and they're
Yeah.
all ripped, shredded.
Yeah.
And I'm a kid, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't swim at this stage too, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
looking around, I'm like, all intimidated. I'm trying to joke around and be nice to them and be
Yeah.
like, hey guys, hey, can I sneak in here? And they all looked at me serious. And then just went back to their pose like it was like, you know, militant. And I was like, wow, this is full on. And so I had to climb up onto basically where the pier is. So they're on the pier and then there's a couple steps up. I had to climb up and I'm holding onto the thing, waiting for the priest to stop his thing and throw it off, right? The priest was talking for 30 minutes.
Right.
So I'm up there for 30 minutes. My arms are like getting pins and needles. I've got no idea what's going on. I'm making chat with this other guy who's stuck in this little pose with me. The priest throws it, right? We have no idea because we're in this chat. So everyone jumps. I'm like, oh no, okay. I jump in and then I'm just like trying to swim for it.
I thought you said you can't swim.
I can't swim. No, I can't. But like me, I'm athletic, so I'm just trying to go for it the best way I can.
You're just making up something.
Yeah, so I spotted it,
Yeah.
and everyone's jumping in. I'm like, okay, let's go for it. Whew.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying as hard as I can to just paddle.
Yeah.
Not.
Is that how you swam?
That's how I swam, like this.
Yeah, that's epic. That's
Just
awesome.
like full aggression.
Complete
no
athletics.
techniques.
Yeah,
just
awesome.
aggression.
Yeah.
End up getting it. And
No.
I got the cross. No
No way.
Yeah, so I got the
So there's a
cross.
whole lot of ripped guys.
Whole lot of ripped guys.
Little Frankie. Can't swim.
And he's in a bad pose. And the people jump in. And he spots
So
it, jumps in.
He's got a delay. He's not paying attention. He can't swim, and he's young.
Yes. But that's not the punchline to the story.
Oh yeah, go on.
So what happens...
It gets better than this.
Well, not for me. Not for me. So what happened is, imagine I can't swim. So I've just done all this effort to get to it. I've got it now. What the tradition is, right, is for them to grab the cross and kiss it, right? I can't swim. Now I've got something in my hand. Now I'm trying to swim. I'm drowning, bro. I'm drowning. And then you put into consideration, I'm drowning. Other people can't really swim 100% either. So they're trying to swim but grab onto me to kiss the thing. And then they're struggling like this. So my hand's down here. Now I'm like this. You know what I mean?
My
full
God.
drowning. And everyone's looking at me like, is this kid all right?
Yeah.
And so... Anyway, long story short, I'm really drowning. I'm really struggling, right?
Yeah.
And then these
So
two...
like, did you die or not?
No, so what happened was... two guys, they came in to rescue me.
Yeah.
Because I was struggling that much and no one else cared, bro. They were like, oh, we didn't get it. Let's go home. So anyway, these two guys are rescuing me.
Yeah.
And what I found out later, right, is the priest and the head sergeant of the police force, whatever.
Yeah.
So I got to actually go have dinner with them.
Yeah.
Have a lunch with them. But what
Yeah.
I found out at the lunch, they were telling me they were talking to themselves, like flipping a coin. Oh, which one of us are gonna go save this kid? And long story short, that's the story of how I jumped in for the cross and I nearly died.
Bro, yeah.
It's pretty cool though, and they gave me a gold cross as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was cool. And then what's the next segment?
Which is advice, and I got this advice from you, Frankie.
Oh.
I thought about this, and I thought it was actually really clever. And so my advice is that when you want to go forward driving and camping and that kind of stuff, like because you spend a fair bit of time away from your family, and you've really got to plan this well in advance. And I think, like, if you know you want to go camping in a month, you've got a good 4 weeks to prepare the family
100%.
for your departure.
Yeah, yep.
And where it hit me was the other day, you saved a spider from being killed, and Jade, being a vegan, was so excited, or like so happy that this spider didn't get killed because you saved the spider. She was so happy with you, and then you were able to go camping a little bit later. You're free. So my advice is, like, find out what your loved one is like really important to them. Because my advice to you was, put a whole lot of animals in danger, and then save them
At the right time.
around Jade, like throw a cat up in the tree, let it get stuck, then get Jade to go out and find it in the backyard. Like, oh babe, there's a cat stuck up in the tree. And just climb up the tree, save the cat, and then like, oh, Luke just called me to go high country this weekend, but man, I really wanted to stay home and watch. I don't know, what would you like to watch?
Oh, look after that cat we rescued.
Yeah.
Oh.
And she's like, no, babe, it's fine. You go. And she'll let you go. Like, you'll be able to go camping a lot easier because you've planted the seeds by just saving an animal. So if you can find something that your loved one really appreciates, like saving an animal, or like doing the dishes, or making them a cup of tea, or whatever. If you kind of do that kind of stuff, like, I don't want to say brownie points because it's very manipulative, but yeah, brownie points. Exactly. Like, the advice is plan your brownie points in advance. Like, really, like, if you know you want to go forward drive for your trip, like, you know, you need to get your car serviced. You need to make sure that your tires are good, suspension is good, your 12-volt system is working well, and you need to make sure your brownie points are stocked up.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't leave forward driving if I didn't have, if I didn't have the right gear. If I didn't have like a 12-volt system that could make me last, and if I didn't have brownie points stacked up, because when you have an accident, right, or you got a pop tire, and you're like, oh man, I really need someone to drop off a spare tire, whatever, who are you gonna call? You're calling that loved one, right? And if they're upset, like if they're annoyed, like they wanted you home that weekend to watch like The Little Mermaid, and you're like, oh sorry, I'm going blue rag with Luke, right? And then you have to call up later like, oh babe, I got a flat tire, can you come and help me? Oh no, mate, you said she'll be right, and do you know they're gonna leave you out there, bro? Because do you know, like, they're waiting for the karma for like the fact that you left them hanging.
You wanted to go with it.
You wanted to go think, well, I'm sure forward drive, you'll be fine. Do you know what I mean? But if you like stack up your brownie points really well, and you got a spare tire, do you know what I mean? Like, you got your tire repair puncture kit, you got a winch kit, you got your recovery gear, you got everything locked up. You want to have your brownie points. Having your brownie points is like having jumper cables. It's kind of like I pray I never need them. Oh, but bro, when I need them, they're so helpful. 100%. Do you mean? Because like when your loved one is like really happy with you,
bro, 100%.
And then you call them and say, babe, I'm stuck with it.
Yep.
Like, they come to the rescue. Like, they'll bring like sandwiches and muesli bars. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't worry, I got your dad, and he's gonna help us out and change his tires. Do you know what I mean? Like, so my advice is plan your brownie points are just as important as recovery gear. Dude, plan your brownie points.
I think on that as well. I think that like there's a rhythm to it as well, because I feel like with forward driving, it comes in like threes.
Yeah, go
right?
on.
Where there's like problems of threes.
Yeah.
Where, oh, I gotta get my 12 volt done. Oh, I gotta get my tires done. Oh, I gotta. If you can see the pattern of 3 coming,
Yeah.
bro, get on those brownie points.
Yeah,
straight
brownie
away.
points should be one of those 3s.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. All right, bro. That was and so then the final segment is the jokes. What's the joke of the day, Frankie? That no one's gonna laugh at.
Okay. Alright, to paint a picture, we're in a bank, okay? That was the joke. No. Okay, now, long story short, I actually used to work at a bank, right? But I got fired on my first day.
No, you did.
No, yeah, I did. Yeah. And I got fired on my first day. It's
Why?
a joke. So, I got fired on my first day, right?
Yeah.
And so what happened was this lady came in
Yeah.
and she goes, "Oh, I want you to check my balance."
Yeah.
I looked at her and I pushed her over.
That was the most Peter Haddon joke I've ever heard. Oh my gosh. Have you told Peter that joke?
I haven't told Peter that joke.
Bro, Peter will love that joke. Oh my gosh. Oh man.
Man, my man Anthony told me that one. That was a great one.
So do we want to is there anything else we want to say to the people at home?
The gist of what we want is check your balance. No. Check other people's. No, don't check other people's balance.
Just don't go around. Just go around pushing people over in banks. Like if they're at a bank, just push them over. No. So guys, if you enjoyed our chat, we're gonna do more of these campfire stories. I think what we're trying to really show is that when a couple of our team members, when we get chatting, we just get really silly. We have really good chats. They're really insightful, but they're also really funny. They're really silly. So it's a lot of fun. We just want to invite you in and to join in with us. So if you enjoyed this chat, subscribe to our channel, and we want to be putting up some more of these campfire conversations and have some funny stories. And if you've got anything that you want us to talk about, put it in the comments below, and we'd love to make it part of our next segment. But that brings us to the end. So thank you so much for joining. And from Frankie and I, we'll see you next time.